giving us this time to meet together. I, as the chairman, the convener of the steering committee for the 25th anniversary edition NSF Martyrs Memorial Trophy 2025, I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce before you the members who are here, who will be addressing the media and the public. Myself, I'm Medo Yoka, former president of Nagaland Students Union and designated chairman, convener of the steering committee for this forthcoming 25th anniversary edition of NSF Martyrs Memorial Trophy. Seated on my left is Mr. Krelevi, on my right, sorry. Mr. Krelevi is former General Secretary of Nagaland Students Union and present incumbent Deputy Chairperson of the Kohima Municipal Council. Next is Kenilo Apong, the Assistant General Secretary of the Nagaland Students Federation. On my extreme right is Mr. Nizokoto Bello. He is a former General Secretary of Nagaland Students Federation. Seated on my left is the President of the Nagaland Students Union, Mr. Kresamana David Murray. And on the side is Mr. Kevi Zuma, the present Sports Secretary of the Nagaland Students Federation. Due to the pre-engagement of some of our members, a good number of them could not turn up today. The incumbent president of the Nagaland Students Federation is also a team member in the steering committee, but because of his pre-engagement, he is traveling elsewhere, so he couldn't make it today. The office has been represented by two of his executives. The other members include the co-convener of the steering committee, Mr. Tompong Azukum, a former president of Nagaland Students Federation and incumbent MLA and advisor to the government of Nagaland. He is now presently in Delhi. A former president of the Angami Students Organization is also, because of his engagement, he could not be here. Mr. Votonika, former president. Mr. Pisako Rino, a former president, could not make it because of the pre-engagement with the ongoing conference at Chakoma area. Mr. Kelinizo Yome, former president of Nagaland Students Union, former president of Nagaland Students Federation, is on the way. He's caught up with some domestic work, but definitely he'll turn up later. And Mr. D.V. Yano, former Nagaland Students Union president and former NSF vice president, he is out of station. So these are the people who will be addressing you all. On behalf of the committee, on behalf of the Nagaland Students Federation, on behalf of the Nagaland Students Union, I'd like to welcome the press fraternity, both from print and electronic media. Thank you all, for you have always been the vibrant ambassador of the students community and for the Nakakos. We genuinely acknowledge the support which we have been extending towards our efforts and initiatives. And even tonight, this afternoon, as we come over here, I believe and I have the conviction that we'll have a good time together, a good time to understand each other better. We're having a progressive time together. So, with this few introduction, I would call the press conference into order. Firstly, we will give time to the representative from the Nagaland Students Federation. This time will be taken by Kenilo, the Assistant General Secretary, who will brief us on the background of the incident that happened way back in 1986 and the circumstances leading to the declaration of the martyrs. They will also reaffirm the commitment to work for the Nagas and also update on preparations they are initiating for the forthcoming 39th anniversary, that anniversary of the two martyrs on 28th of March this year. After that, a brief background of the trophy, how the trophy got started and how it evolved from the first edition to the last year edition to the fourth edition will be briefed by my friend Krelevichusi. After that, the date, announcement of the date for the tournament, the venue, the prize money, the entry fee, and all those things will be made known. After that, our friend Nizuko Tobello, who is actively now engaged with the Nagaland Super League as a president, as an owner of a team, he will definitely be there to brief on how we have been working in collaboration with NFA, with the Kohima District Football Association, the challenges, the opportunities, so he will comment on that. After that, we have started a new venture, so I will take time to brief you all on the Trophy 2, which we are going to kick it off in one of these days. After that, my friend Kelly will make a comment on the opportunities and challenges on the infrastructures available in the state from a sports perspective, and the concluding remark will be given by the President of the Nagaland Students' Union. So, with this thing listed out, I will now give
my respect to the chairperson and the distinguished members of the steering committee for the 25th anniversary edition of the NSF Martyrs Memorial Trophy. It is my honor to take this first privilege. Respected media friends, my respect to the President of the Nagaland Students' Union, my esteemed colleague, ladies and gentlemen. At the outset, the Naga Students Federation is honored to announce the commencement of the 25th anniversary edition of the NSF Martyrs Memorial Trophy. From the very inception and thus far, this tournament has come to stand as a symbol of resilience among the youths in our pursuit for justice and peace through sports. The origins of this prestigious tournament traces back to one of the darkest yet turning moments in our history. It was on the 20th of March 1986 when thousands of students rallied under the banner of NSF to protest against the extension of the Disturbed Areas Act, extending from the 5 kilometers belt to 20 kilometers across the Naga homeland. Additionally, we also protested against the introduction of the IPS cadre in Nagaland. We sought to induct non-locals into key administrative positions. In what was supposed to be a peaceful demonstration, the armed police forces from Alichan, they indiscriminately opened fire on the protesting students, which led to the martyrdom of two young and very promising souls, led Kekujale Sachu of Kohima village and led Vikozo Kyoshu of Keguema village. Their sacrifice was a rallying point for generations to come. And today, led Kekujale, who was a student of Government High School Sekazu, and led Vikozo, a student of Metzer High Secondary School, they continue to symbolize the enduring spirit of activism among today's younger generation to pursue for what is just and to stand for peace. In honor of our martyrs, the NSF Martyrs Memorial Trophy was instituted. Through all these years, this tournament has grown into one of the most iconic events in sports across the entire Northeast, creating platforms and bringing together young talents from across the region and even beyond through unity, through sports. We would also like to announce that NSF will be observing our Martyrs Day, our 39th Martyrs Day, along with our students on the 29th of, on the 20th of March this year, where in addition to it, the official trophy for the 25th anniversary edition will also be formally unveiled and launched for touring across the Naga homeland. So in light of that, I cordially invite our warm invitation to our students, our youth leaders, well-wishers and media friends to kindly join us in commemorating this solemn occasion. The program is set to commence at 9 a.m. and we shall be honored to have you join us in memory of our martyrs. Yeah, thank you.
Chairperson, convener of the 25th edition of NSF Martyrs Memorial Trophy, my media friends, I, as the co-convener of the 25th edition of the NSF Martyrs Memorial Trophy, would like to welcome each and every one of you to this press conference. Due to time constraints, let me go straight to the point. This trophy was and is organized in honor and in remembrance of our two beloved comrades, late Keko Jalisatsu and late Vikozo Hyotsa. In the earlier initial, it was organized by the Angami Students' Union as a Martyrs Trophy, which was confined to only the federating units of the Angami Students' Union. That was in late 80s. But later, in 1992, it was converted into opened NSF Martyrs Memorial Trophy. Yes, Angami Students' Union, being the host of the capital, being the host of Kohima, and being the martyrs, being the member of the Angami Students' Union, we were initially conducting this trophy within the Angami Students' Union. It was in 1992, which I have said, it was converted into open NSF Martyrs Memorial Trophy. We Nagas, we have multiple talent. We want to play football, we wanted to play basketball, we wanted to play volleyball, and even we wanted to go for Naga wrestling. We have multiple talent, but lack of professionalism. It was in the earliest 1992s. The Royal Club championed the tournament. But after the retirement of the Royal Club and after their inactive, the Angami Students' Union took the reins, and we have promoted so many footballers through this NSF Martyrs Memorial Trophy, which we have the platform of many success stories. This 25th edition of NSF Martyrs Memorial Trophy, we are hoping that it will bring another memorial event for the Angami Students' Union as well as for the Naga Students' Federation. In this 25th edition, both the Angami Students' Union and the NSF, we are going to have equal participation. Both the members were from NSF as well as from the Angami Students' Union. And by conducting this 25th edition, we wanted to send a clear message that we Nagas, we are still united. Under the theme of Goal for Peace, this is going to be the 25th edition. Of course, there are some lapses. We conducted this in 1992, and there are some lapses in between. But the edition, this edition will be the 25th edition. So, we are expecting that players from across the country will be participating in this edition. because through this platform, we have promoted and upgraded so many footballers from national to international level. That is the achievement we have, and we are proud for that. And conducting 25th editions without any support from the government, we can say that it is immense. It is the participation and contribution of the well-wishers that we could survive till 25th edition. So we still hope that in this very special edition, our well-wishers, the old well-wishers as well as the newcomers, will definitely come forward to make this edition a success. And we are very much hopeful that this edition will bring a change to the Naga society. Thank you.
Good evening. With permission from my Chairman Steering Committee, and good evening to all the press media fraternity. I would like to announce the date, the venue, and some activities which is going to be taken place on this special 25th edition of the NSF Martyrs Memorial Trophy. This 25th edition, the steering committee has already had a thorough deliberation with the stakeholders, along with the time and the convenience of the football lovers and also those youngsters who would like to also come forward to participate and also exhibit their talent. Therefore, we have decided that it will be the appropriate time during the month of September to October. So we have fixed on the date 13 September will be the inaugural. That's what we approximately fixed the date, and it will be ended on the 18th of October. So this is what we have fixed approximately of kicking off and the ending of the tournament. Earlier in the past 25th edition, or more than that, as one of our colleagues has stated that earlier it was in the midst of 80s, it was Kekojale and Bikozo Memorial Trophy. Since inception, this tournament has been taking place only in the capital state of Nagaland, which is, it's always played in Kohima. However, this year, this 25th edition, it's become a very special, and it's an attachment to all the stakeholders of as a Naga. Being a Naga, it's a very special moment for every one of us. Therefore, we also want to spread, not only to be here, the football match to be conducted here in Kohima, but we also would like to also shift it to another new district at Dimapur, Chumukitima. Earlier, we also had an experience. One time of the tournament was held at the Dimapur DDSC Stadium. Therefore, we have some views and encouragement where we also would like to also the young talented football lovers and the aspirant who would like to also exhibit in the tournament also would like to give more facilities. Therefore, we have fixed the 2 grounds to be played in this edition, which one ground will be here held at the IG Stadium, and we will also be focusing on the Chumukitima Stadium. Now, this edition, since it is a special, we have raised the prize money to 18 lakhs to 20 lakhs. And this year, apart from all the prizes, we also would like to focus on the most promising young players, which will be below 18 years of age, where we would like to also encourage the upcoming young talented footballers. So these are a few announcements we would like to, on behalf of the committee, steering committee, we would like to also give an open invitation to all the champions of the trophy in the past and also the runners-up, where every team may not be available, but those who are intact. We welcome all the champion and the runners-up team to take part in this 25th edition. Moreover, we also like to also throw an invitation, open invitation to the present NSL tournament which is going on, and also some other tournament which played in the other district like Moon, Tunsang, Mokchung. So this invitation will be thrown out to all the teams who are interested to take part in this 25th edition. So these are some few highlights I would like to give on behalf of the committee, that the date, the venue, the prize money, and the most promising, and also an open invitation to all the club members who are interested to take part in this 25th edition of NSF Martyrs Memorial Trophy. Thank you.
Yeah. I would also like to take the time. Thank you, media friends. As we all know, down the line in the history of the NSF Martyrs Trophy, we have produced many good footballers who have represented the state and also the country. And we can also proudly proclaim that it is all through the collective efforts of everyone, the organizer, the team, which has been, actively participating in the trophies, as well as our medias who have been promoting our players. We have a technical challenge wherein this is one needs to be addressed, particularly now with all sports coming into professionalism. There are many challenges. One is the registration, one is affiliating to the directly to the Nagaland Football Association, as well as the All India Football Association, wherein our players needs to be registered, and if not, there are many technicalities, and we are taking up this challenge. We would like to encourage all the participating teams for this edition and in the coming years to take note of this and do the needful. Of course, we all know that Nagas are slow in adapting or catching up new systems, so it may take a little time, no doubt, but we would like to encourage all the teams, all the stakeholders who are going to participate. And this, we are giving this prior information so that the teams are prepared and ready to meet any challenges, particularly on the registration. Also, in the previous editions, as we all know, the standard has been, improved to a very certain level. However, there are many things which needs to be addressed, particularly on the infrastructures, and we urge upon the government of the day to look into this, where a proper infrastructures are being, yes, it is in the offing, and many states, many districts are also getting the astroturfs, but if we are to look into the real nitty-gritty of the thing, there are a lot of things which needs to be improved, which needs to be revamped or reviewed. So this is one area where infrastructure needs to be developed at which is at par with the national or international level. Also, there are many training facilities which is still required, and a good incentive for the players who are representing the state or who are also representing the country, because this is one thing which will definitely go a long way for football if we are to take it professionally. A slight, just to add to my friends, when he was telling about Measure Higher Secondary, Ernst while it is Kohima English School, because of his, during the time when the martyr, that incident happened, he was a student of Kohima English School, and now it is changed to Measure Higher Secondary. And also, I would like to make another more clarification, where the earlier first editions of the Martyrs Trophy was Open NSF Trophy, and when the all Zeliang Students Union has won the 3 consecutive edition, they took away the trophy, and the new nomenclature of Naga Students Federation Memorial Trophy has started, and now we are in the 25th edition. Thank you.
After we speak, if there's any clarification, any queries, suggestions, or inputs from the media, we'll relegated one at the end of our press conference, okay? So I think we just have one or two more speakers to talk. The rest will be given time to you, to all of you. So, yeah. Well, in having been briefed in detail on the initiative and the arrangement, the exercises made by the committee, by the NSF, and by the Angami Students Union collectively to stage the 25th anniversary edition, which in fact reflects the team's dedication and commitment, and also largely reflect the capabilities, capabilities of the incumbent officials of leadership of the Naga Students Federation and Angami Students Union. The steering committee, alongside, is being made to take due cognizance with the imperative need to look beyond the game of football, beyond the field of football. Capitalizing on the landmark anniversary edition that is at hand, and in using the medium of sports to explore areas and opportunities in where we as leaders of the day, as people who influence and engage the society, can also contribute in a little way, in a little manner, in fostering, in bringing, and in bridging the fragmented Naga society. So it was with this goal at the backdrop of the trophy, we have worked out, we have proposed, and we have worked out a detailed and an extensive, elaborate program to kick off an event in the form of a curtain raiser to the anniversary edition, which will happen at the middle month of September as a trophy tour, which will be kicked off on the 28th of this month, March, at NSF Martyrs Park, Kohima Pia Hill, coinciding with the 39th death anniversary of the martyrs. And this trophy is expected to touch and to reach out to the entire Naga homeland, spread it contiguously or even as divided also. As stated, while the main purpose and motive of the steering committee, the NSF and Angami Students Union, is to stage and to present the 25th anniversary edition in the most befitting manner, and also to register our solemn and due respect to the sacrifices made by the two martyrs, and also to reaffirm our commitment that we will forever endeavor on to carry on the legacy. As stated, against the backdrop of this, we have also conceived that it could be very pertinent and it could be very appropriate that we also register and acknowledge the contribution, the sacrifices of all the Naga peoples from different walk of life who have come over to the path, contributing and giving the best for the Naga society, for the Naga rights, and for the Naga cause. Even to the extent of registering our due solemn respect and reaffirmation of our solidarity, of camaraderie and oneness to the people in the remote areas, in the rural areas, to the extreme fringes of Nagaland. efforts are on, and definitely we have worked out in detail. And this trophy will land accordingly in all the Naga areas, both divided and undivided. The trophy will be kick-start on the 28th of this March, as stated, and it is expected to reach back to Kohima in the custody of the Naga Students Federation in the first week of September. The total number of days to be engaged for the coverage will be 178 days, almost 6 months. It will kickstart at NSF Martyrs Park. On that day, the trophy will be handed over to the Kohima Village Students Union, the parent unit of one of the martyrs, Kekojale Sacha. And after that, the trophy will be handed over to the parent unit of Bikozo Shosho, that is Kekoma Students Union. After that, the trophy will be brought back to Kohima and will be then on the Angami Students Union, and NSF will take the trophy to the extreme south end of the Nagaland, to Chandel district. Thereafter, it will be brought back to Kohima and it will be taken to the ENSF area, to the NSF General Conference. We are grateful to the ENSF for coming forward to be a partnership to this venture. We are also endeavoring on, and committed, concerted efforts are on being put in to contact and to liaise with the Naga families across the border, that is through the Eastern Naga Students Associations, and also to reach out to the Naga community, the students fraternity in a divided state of Arunachal Pradesh. After that, it will be brought back, and the trophy will be subsequently be handed over, will be brought to the IG Stadium on the 13th afternoon or evening, that is at the inaugural function, in where the trophy will be paraded and will be handed over by the Nagaland Students Federation to the two parent units of the two martyrs, Kohima Village Students Union and Kekoma Students Union. Subsequently, they will hand it over to the martyrs family. The martyrs family will hand it over to the then leaders of the time from NSF and Angami Students Union, then on to the incumbent Angami Students Union officials, then on to the steering committee, and so on and so forth. So this is the arrangement that we have been making on. Definitely, with time and days as it approaches, we will definitely be there to roll out more activities pertaining and concerning to the students community, which will be beneficial to them. As this is a landmark occasion, we also have certain plans up in our sleeves that apart from the game of football, we also have to, and we are working that we have to go out and positively engage the different section of the Naga society for constructive and positive dialogue. Because we feel that it is because of the lack of communication and this dialogue that we are so fragmented today. And since this human healing, human touch, societal healing form the basis of any society to progress and to march ahead, we feel that we have to capitalize on this landmark anniversary edition, and we have to engage the different sections of our society so that we march ahead and progress ahead in a befitting manner as God desires us to be. We would like to make an appeal to all the Naga section of the whole Naga society to uphold us in the prayer, to the church community, and to everyone to continue praying for us, for this event, and for the Naga, for the incumbent leaders of the day. Be it the church leader, be it the village leader, be it the societal, the tribal leaders, be it the students' organization leaders, be it the national workers' leaders, be it the politicians. Until unless we have the divine intervention of God Almighty, then all our efforts are going into gutter and in vain. Based on the theme and in the backdrop of the theme of the Martyrs Trophy, that is Goal for Peace, on behalf of the younger generation, on behalf of the citizens community, on behalf of the Naga Students Federation and Nagaland Students Union, we would like to make an appeal to our elder leaders to stop polarizing, to stop fragmenting our society with selfish, divisive policies. We had enough of this. The younger generation aspire and we desire to live together and to march and forge ahead as a nation. We request you on the line and on the basis of the team Goal for Peace to kindly stop and give us the right leadership so that we can prosper. Thank you.
Into this time. At the very outset, special thanks to the media fraternity for your support and for your coverage once again. I also bring warm greetings from the office of the Angami Students Union. The Angami Students Union, under the aegis of the Naga Students Federation, we have been conducting the NSF Martyrs Memorial Trophy thus far. So taking this time, we wanted to acknowledge and appreciate the former champions and the runners-up and all the participating teams and clubs for partaking in this prestigious Martyrs Memorial Trophy and making it successful thus far. With the upcoming of the 25th anniversary, we would also like to appeal and request and invite the participation of the former champions and runners-up, and of course all the interesting team and clubs, and also special invitation to the federating units of the Naga Students Federation, and of course clubs, interesting team and clubs even from outside the state. We will be looking forward for participation of interested clubs and teams to participate in this forthcoming 25th anniversary edition, and most importantly to come together and promote peace through sports. Thank you.